Aristotle described man as a rational animal. Descartes famously declared, "I think, therefore I am." Heidegger, however, redefined human existence as Dasein, the unique being capable of questioning its own existence. This capacity for self-reflection is not merely an abstract exercise, but is deeply rooted in the lived experience of being in the world. This perspective emphasizes that human existence, Dasein, is fundamentally different from the existence of objects. For instance, a rock or a tree simply exists. It is present in the world without consciousness or self-awareness. In contrast, human existence is characterized by awareness and experience. We do not merely occupy space, but actively interpret and engage with our surroundings. We do not choose the era, family, or cultural background into which we are born. Rather, we are thrown into this world. However, we cannot passively accept the world as it is. We must explore it and assign meaning to it, navigate and interpret. Descartes proposed mind-body dualism, arguing that the mind and the external world are fundamentally separate. In his philosophical system, the statement cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, asserts that the rational self, the mind, is the foundation of existence, while the external world remains an object of doubt, suggesting that humans are independent observers of reality. Heidegger, on the other hand, contends that human existence, Dasein, is not isolated, but is always embedded within a world full of meaning. We are born into a particular cultural, social, and historical context, and cannot exist independently of it. In other words, humans do not first possess an independent mind, and then come to know the world. Rather, we are always already in the world, actively shaping and being shaped by it. In Being in Time, Heidegger explores how Dasein often falls into inauthentic existence in everyday life. Most individuals, he argues, live in an inauthentic mode, a state of everydayness, where their decisions and actions are dictated by societal norms and unexamined habits. In this state, one loses sight of the unique possibilities inherent in one's existence, and life becomes a series of routine behaviors devoid of deeper meaning. The inauthentic self is one absorbed in the distractions of daily life, failing to recognize the profound significance of its own finite nature. Authenticity, on the other hand, is achieved when one confronts the reality of one's own finitude. This confrontation is not a morbid fixation on death, but a liberating acknowledgement that the inevitability of death grants life its urgency and significance. By embracing the finitude of existence, one is freed from the illusion of permanence and is empowered to live in accordance with one's true possibilities. Authenticity requires a kind of resoluteness, a commitment to one's most deeply held values, and the courage to live in accordance with them, despite societal pressures to conform. Heidegger's emphasis on authenticity is not merely a prescription for personal fulfillment, it is central to his rethinking of being itself. The authentic individual, by acknowledging the inherent uncertainties and temporality of existence, is better positioned to grasp the true nature of being. For Heidegger, time is not a mere succession of moments or a linear measure of change. Instead, temporality is an essential structure of Dasein's being. Our understanding of ourselves and the world is inextricably linked to our temporal existence, where the past, present, and future are intertwined in a dynamic interplay. Our past experiences, present circumstances, and future possibilities form an integrated whole that underpins our understanding of being. This unity of temporality implies that our existence is always already interpreted in light of our projected possibilities, our lived history, and our immediate experiences. Such a view challenges traditional conceptions of time, and urges us to consider our lives as an ongoing narrative, continuously shaped by our encounters with the world. One of the most widely discussed aspects of Heidegger's later work is his analysis of technology. In essays such as The Question Concerning Technology, Heidegger warns that modern technology does more than provide tools for human use. It shapes our very way of understanding and relating to the world. He introduces the concept of enframing, Gestell, to describe how technology orders and controls nature, reducing it to a mere resource to be exploited. This technological way of thinking turns everything in the world into a calculable, controllable, and exploitable resource, including human beings themselves. For example, a forest is no longer seen as a thriving ecosystem, but as a source of timber. A river is no longer perceived as a natural entity, but as a resource for hydroelectric power. A human being is no longer regarded as an independent individual, but as a unit of productivity. Heidegger suggests that art can liberate humanity from the control of technological thinking, allowing us to re-experience being. Art provides a way of deframing the world, revealing it not merely as a resource, but as a meaningful and profound existence. A central idea in Heidegger's philosophy of art is his concept of the work of art as an event, Ereignis. He suggests that art is not merely an object, a painting or sculpture to be analyzed, but an occurrence, an unfolding process in time and space that allows something entirely new to emerge. This event is not controlled by the artist alone. It also involves the viewer. When we encounter a work of art, we do not merely observe an object from the outside, we are drawn into the event, and through our engagement, we participate in the disclosure of truth. The artwork gathers the world and opens it up in a way that allows us to experience it anew. To further explain this, Heidegger introduces the concepts of world and earth. The world is the realm of meaning, culture, human interactions, and shared understanding. The earth represents the raw, mysterious, and unassimilable aspect of existence, nature's hidden depths. A work of art is where these two forces meet. It shapes the world by giving form to human experience, yet it also resists full assimilation, pointing to the earth's unknowable depths. For example, a painting might depict a familiar landscape, yet in doing so, it also hints at the vastness and mystery of nature that can never be fully captured or controlled. This tension between world and earth is what makes art powerful. Art disrupts our habitual ways of seeing, challenges our assumptions, and reveals a deeper, more complex reality. One that is both illuminating and obscure, both beautiful and unsettling. Heidegger's philosophy offers a profound rethinking of human existence, time, technology, and art. By challenging traditional notions of being and emphasizing the dynamic interplay between self, world, and temporality, he urges us to live authentically, recognizing our finitude and embracing the possibilities it presents. His critique of technology and exploration of art remind us that true understanding is not merely analytical, but emerges through engagement, experience, and the continuous unfolding of truth. In a world increasingly shaped by mechanistic thinking, Heidegger's insights serve as a call to remain open to deeper ways of being, questioning, and creating.